Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. Today is time to talk about the challenge, last night's episode. The first thing we have to talk about is this disclaimer. I see D has been fired from MTV and will not be asked back for anything, period, and won't be at the reunion for saying some comments against Black Lives Matter. So I said, hold up, pause, go to Twitter. What did D say? I don't know. Get in the comments and let me know if you know everything D said, because I couldn't find everything. The only thing I saw was she said something about she supports Black Lives Matter ever since she lost her virginity. And I'm like, trash, trash. Like, you're just going to marginalize a black man to what his dick does. Like, bitch, you trash. And we see how easily you can be digmatized from the show. Shut up, Angie. Moving on from that, that was trash of her to say. I ain't mad at her. Apparently, I also saw where Bailey released a statement saying that I guess they were going back and forth on Twitter, and D in a private text told Bailey, keep arguing with me on Twitter so this can be our storyline next season. And I'm like, girl, you that desperate to be on TV? You one are so stupid that you can't read the room of everything that's going on in the world. People aren't just protesting in America. They have protested in all 50 states, and I believe they said 18 countries. You haven't turned on the TV to see this is a worldwide issue right now, a worldwide movement, and you want to be the antagonist. You want to be on television so bad that you're willing to be the villain and argue against Black Lives Matter with Bailey. Girl, you stupid and you deserve to be fired. Deserve it. And I feel no kind of bad for you. Now, I've seen people all on Twitter giving both sides of the story, Twitter, YouTube. Oh, Dee's from Australia, and this could have been a learning opportunity for her. Bullshit. Bullshit. D, a grown-ass woman. It ain't nowhere in the world you gonna let me know you can't understand the climate right now, and you can't be, even if you against Black Lives Matter, you ain't grown enough to know to just shut the fuck up. So D, a grown-ass woman, I ain't buying that she from Australia bullshit. I do agree. MTV always does some kind of learning opportunities when something of any magnitude, like if it has to do with race, LGBT, maybe just a different lifestyle, anything, suicide, anything, MTV has been good at giving us specials for learning opportunities, not only for D, but for others. They could have, maybe they will, that could be coming. I don't know what MTV has planned, but I also seen, what about everybody else? And I agree with that too. Like, yes, D deserves to be fired, but how far are you taking this? Because to me, in my memory, like, I don't remember everything. I did get some flashbacks of, Twitter is good for showing the receipts. I remember the most problematic comments were made by Camilla in the racial slurs she said to Leroy that season. And I was disturbed that Camilla wasn't asked to leave that day. What she said was so fucked up. And Leroy, I felt so bad for him, and he couldn't do anything. I mean, he could have, but he's not that type of person. He took that opportunity to try to educate Camilla and let her know how fucked up it was, the things she said, and she still didn't apologize. And like, that bitch, try to be respectful. They didn't fire her for that. She was asked back the very next season of Champs vs. Stars, and she got drunk and punched a PA, and that's why she was fired, not for the racist shit she said to Leroy. That was fucked up. That was a missed opportunity. I ain't about to go off on a tangent about things outside of the challenge right now, but I felt like that was a missed opportunity. They showed some clips of Bananas and his cousin calling Cheyenne out of her name. I didn't remember that, but when I looked at the clips, that was problematic to me, because don't try to reduce me to a ghetto stereotype. My name is Cheyenne, bitch. So, and then everyone's talking about Jordan. I don't remember Jordan's season of The Real World, but it wouldn't be too hard for me to believe Jordan has said some problematic things. I say clean house with everyone, because to me, when I think of the challenge and what MTV does with the challenge, yes, there are problematic characters here and there, but I always applauded MTV for being diverse and not having a game of 20 white people and one black person. Like, we've seen all nationalities on the challenge, and I applaud them for that, and I hope they just keep this same energy going forward and clean house. Just clean house of everyone, because it's bullshit. Now, moving, I don't want to get into what everybody doing off on Twitter. I just wanted to address the disclaimer, and I gave it a little bit too much energy because I got way more things to read D on from within the episode. I didn't take notes this week because it was only an hour episode. It was heavily edited. I don't know if they edited it because of D or just because I kind of feel like it's edited because it's so few players now. The drama isn't as popping as it is when it's a ton of players in the house. What I have to say first, Maddie wants to go in. She made it known within the first 60 seconds of the show, and I'm like, okay, Maddie is going in. Why do we keep showing this every other clip? She's in a different room telling people she's going in. Some people are like, why should we let Maddie go in? And I'm like, the main ones who should be talking are Nani, Melissa, and Bailey. Like, none of y'all have no red skulls. To me, the first thing I tweeted last night is, Bailey, come on. It's time to step it up. You go in and go home. Go in and go home. And let's move on, because I got some things to say at the end. The challenge. It was a really good challenge. Finally, something exciting to see and not no swim for puzzle pieces and create a thing. They are sitting on the front of tanks in harnesses, being drug around, hitting boxes, color bombs exploding in their face, and they have to grab flags for points. It was exciting to watch. At some point, it wasn't exciting, and I'm happy TJ disqualified everyone who cheated, because this whole Red Skull thing, I think it's a good idea, but it needs to be revamped for next season. Because it gives people who have a Red Skull, they don't give a damn, so of course they're going to cheat for the person they're partner up with, if they like that person or not, because not everybody cheated. I feel like they should have put Red Skull people together and people who didn't have a Red Skull people together, and that would have eliminated some of the cheating. But anyway, who won? Melissa won. Josh won. And they say he won because his arms and legs are so long. He probably thinks he's a challenged beast now. I can't stand Josh. And they brought in Bananas. Okay. Josh did say the other week Bananas was his challenge best friend. So, I guess. So, what was left out last week in the little clip, the preview, they had a roundtable discussion of Bananas, Rogan, and Jenny sitting around that fire pit talking about D. I would have loved for that to have been put into the episode, because what happened at the end of the episode was kind of like, what? I wish I would have saw, like, we already know D was gunning for Jenny. Bam. Okay. But everything of how she got put in there, it kind of was like, how did Bananas get in on it? Like, what did D do to Bananas? Because I don't remember. Get in the comments. Let me know. I don't really remember what D did to Bananas. I understand what she did to Jenny. And I understand Rogan is like, well, if you can do this to your number one girl, you can do it to your number one guy. I think Rogan finds pleasure in just being an asshole to D. Like, finds pleasure of saying, I fucked you, now I want to throw you to the side, and let me show you how far I can throw you to the side. Like, Rogan seems like that type of person to me. But moving on. So the House vote, Maddie goes in, no surprise, no one object. Like, if I know Melissa has the tribunal, so she can try to vote herself in. Melissa, you didn't try hard enough. Like, what happened to the politics? It's kind of like, I want to go in, so just put me in. Like, if you are in Melissa's alliance, you should agree with her. Like, if you put Maddie in, it's like you want me to go home because I want to go in and I don't want to go in against Maddie. You should have fought harder to get Nani or Bailey thrown in there. But Melissa probably didn't feel too comfortable against Nani or Bailey either. Like, if it wasn't some easy, some kind of, Melissa wasn't going down there no way. I don't care nothing about Melissa, but come on, bring in the politics of the game. And Bailey and Nani, why didn't y'all fight hard enough to, because if you know Melissa's in the tribunal, if it's something easy, Melissa taking her ass down there. So why aren't you fighting hard enough to be the House vote? Bailey, I'm disappointed. Nani, she played a little scared game anyway. But anyway, Maddie's the House vote. Of course, the tribunal, they put in the two other girls that don't have a risk go, Bailey, Nani, and here they go. The only person up there I don't trust is D. And so now when Bananas and Josh are saying this in the tribunal, I don't understand why Bananas doesn't trust D. Josh, I could put on the bullshit with Wes, like D was with Wes, and maybe since I was against Wes, I'm against D. Like, I don't know, because I really don't know what D did to Josh. My challenge memory ain't the best. I watch it for entertainment. I don't really study it to try to remember for exams or anything. Get in the comments and let me know, what did D do to Josh? Anyway, Nani, she don't want to go in against Maddie, but she understand. Bailey already know what's up. If Melissa 9 times out of 10.
Mom.
What?
I was gonna say hi.
Hey. And so Melissa 9 out of 10 don't want to go down there. I'm sorry, y'all. He just got home from football practice. Bailey know, okay, I'm going in. D, they think is the throwaway vote. But D doesn't seem to recognize what's up in the tribunal, but she pissed that she was even the throwaway vote. And I'm like, bitch, you ain't all that where you can't be the throwaway vote. Which, if I was D, devil's advocate just a little bit, if I was D, I would understand that. I would be like, Casey is a newbie. If you need a throwaway vote, why don't you throw it away on Casey? Why me? I'm a vet. I'll give D that. But moving on. Let's get to the good part. Because they edited so much out. Like, I heard some stuff went down at the little club scene. We didn't see it. I didn't see it. It seemed like they just came right back. And that's when I had to click. Because even on my DVR, it recorded an hour and a half, but the episode was only an hour, and I had to click on my DVR. I'm like, we only 40 minutes in, and they already head into the purgatory. I'm like, what is this, 2 episodes in one? They must go. I was lost. I'm like, where's the rest of this episode? But anyway, so they're at the purgatory, and they like, we want D to feel comfortable. We don't want her getting mentally prepared for this purgatory. I already knew D was going in. The way the show was edited, we really ain't have to watch but 15 good minutes. We knew Maddie was volunteering herself. We knew Bananas and Josh was going to backstab Melissa and throw D in the purgatory. What I don't understand with Melissa is why you can't get mad at Bananas equally as you are with Josh. Like, Bananas, it was probably Bananas' idea. Trust and believe. It was Bananas' idea. Josh was the go along. And I hate that everyone is so scared of Bananas. Like, but anyway, so it's some kind of challenge where you got to dig yourself out of a tunnel and all that dirt, and you'll be locked in a box. I would have quit. I said, you can have it. You ain't about to lock me in no box and have me bury myself in some dirt. And you sitting here like, because at one point they thought D passed out in the box. And TJ just looking like, D, you all right? Like, no, get me up out of here. If you think I'm passed out, open it up and get me out. Give me some CPR. What's going on? How long you gonna sit here and look at me before you open this thing up and take me out? From the beginning, when I saw the challenge, I said, I think this is made for D because she's smaller. I said, this is something Melissa should have got her ass down there to do, because this was made for a smaller person. Maddie is too big and too... The only thing that could have probably helped Maddie is her length. Maybe she could have stretched. I don't know. But it looked like something that was easy for a smaller person to crawl and maneuver around at the top of that sand, not a bigger person. Bailey probably could have did it too because she seems kind of small. Nani, any of them could have probably beat Maddie at this. Y'all scary asses. But anyway, I missed the good part. The vote. The vote, I rewind my TV and I watched it about 2 or 3 times. I was hollering. I was like, oh, hell no. I was like, oh, like, I knew D was going in. But the way Banana said, my vote is all going to depend on the house vote and this one person, Rogan. Is it cool for me to throw D into purgatory? And Rogan was like, yeah. I was like, oh, like, it took it to a whole nother level because this man who you have been championing, forgive me, you have been riding so hard for, you've been cheering for him every challenge. Every challenge you cheering for him. When he's in the purgatory, you cheering for him. You win a little tribunal, Rogan coming with me. Like, you have been riding Rogan so hard. I almost liked Rogan for a second. I was like, am I liking Rogan for a quick minute? The way he looked at you in your eyes, it was like, yeah. I said, I had to watch it again. I had to watch it again. And then heard Melissa's go, Josh, please don't do it to me, Josh. What does D have to do with your game? D already got her red skull, Melissa. You shouldn't give a damn. Matter of fact, if you ain't know you was pregnant at the time, but if you want a little bit of change for your baby, D is a good person to get up out of there. So you can at least get a little second place because Jenny gonna get first. Period. But, please, Josh, please don't do it, Josh. Don't mess with my game, Josh. Don't do it to D. I just was like, I couldn't believe Rogan, cold-blooded. He has dissed your ass publicly on this show 2 seasons in a row. Two. You was an idiot for him last season. You was an idiot for forgiving his ass after you watched the season. At the reunion, you forgave him. You was riding for him. You came back 3 times the idiot this season. Getting mad, want to throw old cute girl Jennifer, whatever her name is, into the purgatory because you jealous. And then he shits on your ass for the 4th time. You need to be thanking MTV that he can't come back and shit on you for a 5th. Like, they might have did your ass a favor. Yeah, you an idiot. I can see why you made the dumbass comments and was trying to argue with Bailey, because you an idiot. Idiot. And I know it ain't over because I watched the Super trailer. If you remember in the Super trailer, D is in a hall brawl. And I feel like it's only one more elimination for each. I believe it's going to be one more guys elimination. It's going to be one more girls elimination. And then it's going to be finale time. D was in a hall brawl. I feel like that last female elimination, they just throw D ass in again. And she better hope she going against Nani, Melissa, and maybe Bailey. Bailey can probably take her in a hall brawl. But I want to see her in there with Jenny. I want to see her in the hall brawl with Jenny and D gets sent home. I don't even really care about if Bailey get her red skull anymore because everyone else to me now is just playing a scary game. Like, the way I'm with it now, I'm here for the Red Skullers going in and eliminating people. Like, less people in the finale. Forget y'all. Y'all should have been got y'all Red Skull. It's time to clear my way for the finale. I'm here for that. All right, y'all. That's all I had to give. I don't even remember seeing a preview for next season. I forgot that fast. Not next season, but next week. I'm sure we're going to have our episodes going forward. I am at the point now with this season where the drama is gone. It seems like people are causing more drama off the show than on the show, and I'm ready just to see who's going to win. I'm ready for the episode when TJ tells everybody, pack your bags, you should have got your Red Skull. Like, I'm ready to see everyone's face crack after that. And what happened? Where is Nelson? Where is Fessy? Like, it's too many people on this show that don't invite them back. Like, I love Fessy, but has he said 5 words all season? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, y'all, get in the comments. Let me know what you thought about this week. Subscribe, comment, share, like, all that good stuff. And I will see you next Wednesday. Bye.